Why mass looting is gonna start soon. Dude, 12.44. Patties? Come on. Bro, 12.28 for some taquitos. Can't even afford eggs. Bro, $9.92 for a frozen pizza. It's the same price as the Uno's one, bro. Bro, frozen fish nugget bites, $6.62 for the pickles, bro. I don't even like pickles. You can keep them. Nah. Bro, is anything single digits? $2.78 for the 2-liter, bro. What? Bro, no. They really did that. Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, peanut butter. Like, bro, I gotta go. What's going on here? Show you why mass.
Shalom, Makim. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, YAHAWADAH. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great master, and teach you move well. Peace and salutations be to the full elect. And brother Tazwan, coming at you from the province of Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be titled, When the Looting Starts, the Shooting Starts. Based upon this video where this guy's going into the store and he's recording all the food prices on frozen foods and stuff like that in the store. And man, those things are off the charts, man. You know, he said, is anything single digit? You know, it showed up the price of a carton of eggs was $26, man. All right, these things are only going to get more expensive because we at the end of this thing. It's going to get so expensive that people are going to start breaking out and killing each other and attacking each other and robbing each other for their food. Okay, there was a time where people robbed each other for money, but now you're going to see people robbing each other for food. All right, and taking from each other, taking from one another, man. Okay. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, you're gonna desire to go into. They're gonna have military checkpoints. All right. In every city, you're going to need to be identified to get in and out of it. All right? Well, that's what's going to go down in this NWO. It'll be smart cities. All right? And the city's going to be heavily guarded and secure with AI. That's why they're pushing so hard to develop AI, to develop digital cryptocurrencies for digital currency, because they're about to do away with the dollar, which is failing anyways. They go digital with this, with everything. It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. So look, the cities are already becoming troubled because of the pride of who? Babylon. All right? They sat there and remained prideful over the tariffs with Canada and Mexico and China. China responded and said, we're prepared for any type of war. You name it. What you want to do. All right. So because of Trump's pride, he thinks that he can force these countries to kneel to him. He thought they was going to force him to kneel to him by imposing tariffs on Canada and Mexico. And they said it hurts, but, you know, we're going to defend our country at the end of the day. You know, he said, you stabbed one of your closest friends in the back, Trump. You know, that's what the Prime Minister of Canada said to Trump. Okay. I think his name is Trudeau. All right. So you stab one of your closest friends in the back by imposing those tariffs. Because now Canada's going to suffer from those tariffs. Mexico's going to suffer from those tariffs. China going to suffer from those tariffs. You know, the scriptures say these other nations and countries wax rich through the abundance of America's delicacies, man. But now they taxing heavy for these imports. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. So Trump don't want to, you know, let go of his pride and say, you know what, I'm going to take away the tariffs. Let's just let bygones be bygones. If you don't want to be the 51st state. And he's imposing these tariffs because these nations don't want to join America. They don't want to be a part of America. So he imposed tariffs on them. And that's just very unreasonable. That was an unreasonable decision which he did. And these other nations are like, you can't just expect our whole country to just merge with your country. Okay, we got everything set in a certain order here, and you're just trying to throw that off just by a whim. And if we don't do it, you're gonna impose 25% tariffs on us. Nah, man, we're not standing for that shit. Mexico, I believe it's Mexico's president. It's lucky. I just got off work. I was in transit, but I believe it was Mexico's president that said that this is a sign. This is a form of bullying. America's bullying them, and they're tired of it. And this is all in the scriptures. Okay, the scriptures say the hammer of the whole earth. All right, but now Trump's got his own cities in trouble because of his own pride. All right, you got these states up north suffering from higher light bills. Okay, and eventually they said they're going to turn the lights out if this keeps up. So that they're about to start enforcing power outages because Canada is supplying their electricity on those northern states. Okay, it says the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. All right, men gonna be afraid to go outside. They don't know if it's a trap waiting outside for them, or somebody at the end of the road with a sniper or a hunting rifle, you know, waiting for them to step outside so they can raid the house with their goods. But it's about to get into that. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, so they're going to be greatly troubled and they're going to have a lack of bread, this place, man. Okay, so they're going to break into their neighbor's house to steal the food. All right, I know he got some food. You're looking hefty over there. If he ain't got no food, we're going to eat his ass. You know, and that's the mindset these people are going to be in these times because the Lord is pouring out violent spirits into the earth because the Lord is getting ready to arrive. Yahushua himself is getting ready to arrive, man. All right, so just as those birth pains and those contractions get more violent and come closer to delivery, it's the same thing with the Lord's return, man. All right. But Trump said, what? When the looting starts, the shooting starts. All right. So many people are going to be put down because of looting. Okay. Because of their uprising against the government. Okay. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16, a few verses before. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Look, man, these people are going to form groups and teams and coalitions and raid another neighborhood or raid another house or raid a whole apartment building. You seen what happened to that one apartment up north when so-called immigrants went in and took over the whole apartments and they was paying rent to the immigrants, man. All right, and giving them food and all of that. It says, and that's just a foreshadow of many things to come. That's going to be happening all over America, man, and all over the world. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So they're going to really be targeting, they're going to really want to target their kings and their princes, these governments, these mayors, these rich men, and those that they know that are rich. They have a lot of wealth and a lot of money because they're going to know that there's a lot of food stocked up in their houses. These people are going to band together to destroy each other. And then they're going to destroy those that banded with them in the end, man. It's about to get so crucial. It's about to get so horrible out here and critical. Okay? These people, you're about to see these people destroy each other. All right? They're going to tear each other apart, man. Matter of fact, let's grab this. In the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24. At that time, well, look at this. Look at this. Let's grab, see if we can find the GNC for that. Second Ezra 6 and 24. Friends will fight like enemies, and the earth and its people will be terrified. Rivers will stand still for 3 hours. Rivers will stop flowing and stand still for 3 hours. So there ain't gonna be no water out here, man. All right, these people are gonna be looking to wash and bathe themselves and to drink the water that their very life depends on. They ain't gonna have it. So it's going to get really bad. It's going to get to a point where people are going to drink their blood for water and eat their flesh for food. Okay? And this is what we're warning you of. That's why we warn you to turn back to the Lord, YAHAWASHI, now, or you're going to have to suffer of these plagues. We're telling you the plagues that are coming, and we're telling you there's a way to escape from suffering those plagues. But Jake don't want to listen. So Jake just going to have to find out the hard way. And a lot of Jake do. Okay? Scripture say the Lord speaketh once, yet twice, but man perceiveth not. So Jake don't get it until it's too late. And then they're going to be looking for the prophets, and they're not going to be able to find them. We're telling you what's happening, and it's happening before your eyes. The scripture say it in Habakkuk 2 and 3. Matter of fact, let's grab it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So, in the end, it's speaking. The vision is speaking now. You're hearing it. It's lucky. You're hearing it in the mouths of these world leaders who have superpowers at their disposal, which is nuclear missiles. All right, and Trump said it himself. He said, y'all worried about global warming and this and that, and the real threat is nuclear missiles. That can happen tomorrow. Okay. The vision, so you see the vision is speaking. You see we're not crazy, man. We're telling you what's happening in the scriptures, and we're telling you, we're translating it to your real world for you to understand, to make it simple for you. We're breaking down the scriptures to you, all right, and making it known to you what it really means, what it's talking about. Okay, these missiles. Scripture's talking about nuclear fire. The world going to end in fire. The Lord coming with fire. And it's thermonuclear missiles. Okay? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. So the vision is speaking. All right? In the mouths of your world leaders, in the mouths of the prophets. Okay? And also, apparently, the video, the dude got showing you a video, the price is rising. All right? Like the scripture say here. Let me grab it. In the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. Remember when the food was cheap? Okay, remember when taquitos wasn't that much? The dino bites, whatever, weren't that much. All right, but now these things are skyrocketing. It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case. All right, so the victual was so good, which is really food and provisions and water and resources. All these things were good when they were cheap, right? But now it's become that's become a torture to you. It's like they're teasing you with it. They put it in your face, but they're putting it at all these high prices. You know, you can only buy so much with one paycheck. All right, before you know it, it's all gone in a few days. You got to go back, but you got nothing. All right, which they do unlawful payments. You're supposed to get paid every day for your work, but we get paid. Brothers getting paid every week. Some brothers get paid every other week. Okay, which is just fucking, man, that's just fucking evil, man. Okay, how do you expect a family of people to survive waiting 2 weeks for a paycheck, waiting a whole week for a paycheck, all right, waiting 7 days to get paid again, to feed their family again, to handle business that they have to handle, okay? That they shall think themselves to be in good case. So they thought themselves to be in good case, and even now they still do, even though shit's getting worse and things are getting shittier, all right? It says, Trump didn't deny a recession. He didn't deny it. They asked him, "Could you think there's going to be a recession?" He shrugged his shoulders, all right, and changed the subject. All right. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That famine is going to cause what? Inflation, hyperinflation, high prices on food. You got these high prices on food because they're becoming more rare to obtain. All right. If anything is very high price, it's because it's a rarity. Gold, diamonds, rubies, precious pearls. These things are very high priced because they're a rarity. Okay, there's not much of it. Okay, it's difficult to find, difficult to obtain. All right, so that's what's becoming of your food. It's becoming difficult to find and difficult to obtain. So if your distributors are having a hard time getting these things and paying an arm and a leg to get it, what you think they're gonna make you pay? All right. Let me let you in on a little fun fact. I work for a distributor for wine, and they distribute this alcohol, and which that alcohol is going to go get a lot more expensive as well too. Okay, but they're getting this alcohol, these distributors at low prices, and they're selling it to you at very high prices. Now, I seen a case of wine with 12 bottles in it that the restaurant bought for $300. Okay, when they took this case inside, I overheard the guys talking on what they're gonna do with the case. He said, "How much was it?" He said, $300. He said, "We'll sell it for $100 a bottle." Okay, and these people go in there and think that they're doing something big by buying this shit for $100. But really, it's only worth about, $20, $30, man. Okay, for a bottle, you paying $100 for it. All right, so how much more you think they're gonna make you pay to get their money's worth? All right, you're gonna pay your organs with it. You're gonna pay for your organs, or pay for it with your organs, man. At this point, it used to be an arm and a leg, but now they want organs. It's only gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get to a point where people just gonna say fuck money, throw it into the streets, like you seen what happened in Venezuela. Okay, they were throwing their money in the streets. The scriptures say, "Riches shall not deliver you from the day of wrath or the day of judgment." All right, it says, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine." The people gonna die for being so hungry, man. People gonna die from malnourishment. Okay, and this is gonna be these people gonna die fast. It's not gonna be like, "Oh, we're waiting 3 weeks to eat. I got a little bit of water and I'm rationing it." Nah, man, it's gonna be, I haven't eaten all day. Oh shit, somebody's coming. We gotta run. Oh, we gotta fight for our lives. These people gonna be fighting for their lives in the midst of being very malnourished. Okay, we see these ants. They get in fight or flight mode. All right, what happens? They die from exhaustion. These people are gonna start dying from exhaustion. They're also going to suffer from hallucinations from being so malnourished, man. Okay, the great tribulation time, the great troublesome times that they're going to be in is going to speed up their deaths through malnourishment, man. Okay, malnutrition. Okay, starvation, hunger. All right, very severe hunger. These people have a severe hunger where they're going to get to a point they're like zombies. They're going to eat each other. All right, these people going to be losing each other's minds, and they're going to eat each other, man. You're going to see these things happen. You're going to see the things that you only see in movies happen in real life. And everybody say, "Man, this is some movie shit," but it's real life. It's real scenarios. Okay, this is what people will really resort to. All right, you think these movies just came up out of nowhere and these ideas came up out of nowhere? No, it's because they happened before. Scriptures say there is nothing new under the sun. Or can anyone see something under the sun and say, "Look, it is new"? No, for that has already been. All right, so it says, "And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy." Okay, so the sword gonna constantly be on these people's ass. You niggas better get it together, man. All right, you wicked niggas, 2/3 niggas that wanna be in the world. Or you love this world, okay? You love the fashion of this world. The scripture says the fashion of this world gonna pass away. All right, and you gonna pass away with it if you don't get right. Okay, it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. Ain't gonna be nobody out here burying these niggas, man. You're gonna see people laying out in the streets with their organs ripped out, torn out of their bellies, and cast into the road, man. Okay, you're gonna see people walk around with blood on their face from eating somebody's organs. You're gonna see people chasing you down the fucking street, trying to get your organs, man. Okay, but we gonna be protected because the Lord's with us, man. All right, we're the Lord's men. We're the Lord's servants. He's gonna protect us and our families, and you gotta believe that 144%. If you fail or you doubt, you're gonna die, man. The moment you doubt, the moment you slack or you lack, or you fear, you gotta get yourselves together. Okay, you may get shaken up a little bit, but you gotta lock in fast, man. Your family is depending on you. Your family needs you. Your brothers, they're gonna need you, man. All right, so you have to lock in. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because I'm also just a man. All right, we're all in fleshly bodies, and these fleshly bodies are prone to protect themselves through fight or flight, so they get afraid, man. But we gotta nip that shit in the bud. I've seen a lot of, I've been through a lot of moments where my fight or flight should have activated, but I remained calm. In close encounters with accidents, encounters with demons, okay, encounters with near-death experiences, I've always remained calm. And that's just the Lord putting the spirit on you. And He gonna put the spirit on us in that day too, to remain calm in the time of trouble and tribulation. When your flesh want to panic and freak out and run amok, the Lord gonna put that spirit on you, that spirit of soothing and calmness, a calm mind, a calm body, and your spirit's gonna take over, and you're gonna be able to operate spiritually instead of carnally, and you're gonna be able to get out of every trap. And there shall be no man to comfort them. I mean, ain't gonna be nobody there burying them or lamenting them. It says, for the earth shall be wasted and the cities cast down. And the cities shall be cast down. So these cities are going to be what? As defensive as they are now, nah, they're not going to have no defense. Ain't going to be no police to call on, no fire, fire rescue, no ambulance, okay, no EMS. None of those things are going to, I think they call EMTs. Slack it, correct me if I'm wrong. But none of these guys are going to be able to, none of these emergency services are going to be available in these cities. Okay, what does that mean? That means these cities are going to be strictly ran by the people. All right, that's why the scripture said, I think I grabbed it earlier. Here in, I'll just quote it. It says, it was saying how in the second Esdras, I think it was 15, how the course of their actions shall stand in their power, the power of their hands, man. So some people may have bats, some people may have guns, some people may have gangs with all guns, and they're gonna do accordingly to their to what the power they have. They're gonna distribute these niggas two to a neighborhood, man. All right, two to a block. Y'all go check the houses on this block. We gonna check the houses on this block, and meet back at the end of the blocks. All right, and niggas just gonna be searching through the houses, looking for food, looking for a woman to rape and kids to kill. All right, medicine and supplies and resources, and these people are going to dominate. You ever seen the show Squid Games? And it's basically a show about survival. They're trying to survive this death game. And what you see? You seen the people forming pacts and bonds with each other. Okay, they started forming covenants with each other to look out for each other, and it was a group of douchebags that formed a covenant with each other, and it was like the bullies of the crew. All right, and in the end, they all ended up betraying each other. Okay, they all was working together, but they all ended up betraying each other in the end, man. Okay, so these people are gonna be doing grimy things, and they're only gonna do it to extend their to seek to extend their death date, and it's not gonna help. It's really just gonna bring it all the quicker. So don't be alarmed. Trust in the Lord YAHAWASHI. You see the signs, you see things are folded before us. Get ready. Stay on your watch. Warn the people. Okay, warn Jake, which is our people. So warn the elect. Okay. Do the work of an evangelist, man. Do the work. continue to strive to do the work, because very soon now we ain't gonna be able to do the work, man. All right, the Lord gonna shut it down. He gonna say, all right, wrap it up. You know, you ever be on the line teaching, and you know the elder brother over you, he'll tell you, circle his hand and put it, wrap his hand in circles with a finger pointing out, like wrap it up, wrap it up. That's what the Lord about to say, man. He's about to say, wrap it up. The time to teach is done. Okay, brother may tell you 5 minutes, 4 minutes. The Lord gonna tell you, hey, the time is done. Okay, hey, you got a few more days. And the way he's gonna do it is by these devils saying what? Okay, they coming down with draconian laws and measures against those who are those anti-Semitism, whatever, death penalty for anti-Semitists or whatever. They gonna really just look for the prophets, because they're trying to find the prophets. They know what we're preaching. They know the word that we're teaching. Okay, and they're going to target that. All right. 2nd Ezra 16-18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. It's going to be a very sad time. You thought the Great Depression was depressing? Imagine this time, man. The scriptures say there's never been a time like it, neither will there ever be a time like it. This is going to be the time, and you know that Jacob's trouble, you know Jacob's trouble is going to come, because YAHAWASHI is going to come right after, man. All right? It's not going to be a time of peace after that. It's not going to be, everything went back to normal. No. When Jacob's trouble happens, it's going to deteriorate worse and worse until the Lord arrives. All right? It's going to be a very troublesome time. This world is going to be on the brink of extinction. All right? I wouldn't say extinction, but it's going to be in a very desperate situation. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The powers, which is big ass countries, okay? These super powerful countries that got nukes, they all gonna be afraid. Nobody knows when a nuke gonna drop on their apartment. Nobody knows when a nuke gonna drop on their on their main city, okay? The city housing the king of the country, or that city, It says, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So Ezra's saying, man, what am I going to be able to do when these evils come, man? That's how that just go to show you that regeneration and reincarnation is indeed, in fact, real. That's the true thing, okay? But Ezra's saying, man, I don't know, what am I going to do in those days? Okay? And he's just sitting there communicating with an angel and still worrying, So that's how troublesome that time is going to be, okay? But you got to trust in the Lord. YAHAWASHI ain't going to have you, man. All right? The Lord's going to take care of us. If you don't believe that, you're going to have to find out for yourself. All right? The scriptures say all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You just got to have faith, okay? And if you do, then you will be considered an elect. And the elect are the main characters. What is the main character in every show? Well, what does the main character have in every show and every movie? They have plot armor. All right? If you know what plot armor is when no matter what, you know that the main character is going to be safe until the end. All right? So no matter what happens in any situation, the main character gets in, no matter how dangerous, okay, no matter how injured he gets or how wounded or whatever he goes through, you know that he's going to prevail in the end because he has plot armor. The main character always wins the fights, all the battles, because he has plot armor. All right? And that's just an armor that's going to protect him, throughout the whole show. And that's what we have. We be those men. Trust in the Lord. You got plot armor. And that's really just the Lord protecting you. I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I commend all for listening, truth, sincerity. So next time, I give all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.